Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on issues 75 and 76 of the Robocop. And the reason we're doing both is because way back in, I think it was stage 4 or 5, we did the entire right hand as one stage. Kind of surprised that they've broken the left hand into 2 stages. Actually a little bit surprised, a little bit disappointed. So what we've got in here, we've got the back of the left hand, the index finger, middle finger, and then we have the springs and screws to put it all together. Like I said, the fact that at the beginning of the build, when they're trying to get you to build, keep building, they give you a whole bunch of pieces, and then later on in the build where you're going to finish it regardless, they short you on parts. Not much you can do, but it is what it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this first piece here. Let me just see. Okay. So we got the first piece here with a ball on it. Got a ball here. We've got the second piece here that has a hole through it. This one's going to go into it, the other one like this. We're going to take an RP screw and a spring, and we're going to put the RP screw onto the spring, and then we're going to put this whole we're going to put those 2 pieces into the finger. It's not a bad it's not a bad operation. It's not a bad design. It's just, like I said, it's a little surprising how they do the part works when you get further into them. Okay, so we take the screw, we'll put it on the screwdriver here. We're going to put the spring on here like this. So you can see there's the spring on the screw. And I'm just looking, they've got it this way, they're coming in from this side. And the spring gives it a little bit of tension. So now we're going to tighten the screw down until it is pushing the finger out. We're going to tighten it down until it engages on the other side. A little bit further, I think. And then it should. It's a little bit tight, maybe. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. So we've got that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the finger, the 2 halves of the end of the finger. And there's posts and holes. This is just pushed together like that. Push both of them together, then we're going to put the smaller piece on the top. You can see here how there's a slight overhang here, so it's going to go in like this, and then we're going to take a screw. We're going to take one of the screws and one of the springs and do the exact same thing on the second part, or the second knuckle of this finger. You want to make sure as you're doing this that you double check and make sure you only have 1 spring. I actually had 2 there. So we're going to push this on here. I'm going to hold it in place with my fingernail. I'm going to drop the, accidentally dropped the finger off the, or separated the finger. So now we're going to push this in here, make sure that it goes in correctly so that it lines up and the finger gets some tension on it from the spring. It's not hitting. Something is not right here. There we go. Tighten it down. And now the finger will stay in place when you position it. So that was the, I believe that was the index finger. There should be on here somewhere, I believe. Maybe not. I thought there was a number on here somewhere. Oh, the number is in the finger itself. So this is this is 3 inside the fingertip. This one was 2, so need to remember that. This is 2. This is 3. We'll push these together already. Just be ahead in the game. Go ahead and get these out of the way. And again, exact same thing. Ball piece with a hole in it for the screw. We take one of the screws and one of the springs, and there are spares of each. There's a spare screw and a spare spring. So we'll put this in here like this. We'll go ahead and line this up. Like this, and I missed. Try this again. There we go. Get it straight across. We'll tighten it until there's tension. And basically, you get tension once the screw head is flush. That's a little bit too much tension, so we'll loosen it just lightest a little bit. Still a bit much, but it'll probably be better once we put the finger on. Do the same thing. Put the smaller part of the finger to the bottom. Put the screw through the spring. Drop the screw. We'll put the screw through the spring like that. Pick up the finger, put it in place, tighten it up. Make sure it is going in the way it's supposed to. Once it's snug, it's not quite. There we go. Still a little bit, it's a little bit looser than the other one. So now we have 2, 3, and that's all there is to do on in pack 75. Pack 76 we'll do the same thing, except for we're going to do the ring finger. Let's see, we got the handguard, ring finger, little finger. I don't see a thumb. Pretty sure there is a thumb in this, somewhere in this. So we'll take this out. Well, that's the hand guard. We've got some screws. Come on. Screws don't want to come out. So we'll push these parts out. And of course, these are different than the other ones were. Just one look. Because it looks like we don't have quite the entire hand here. I don't see the palm. But let's push on and see what we find. So we're going to dump the screws or the springs out first. Same with the screws. Dump those out. I've got the hand guard on here already. Go ahead and separate those back out. So this one is going to be, let's see, we have a 4 and a 4. These are both 4s, so that it doesn't matter. We'll just assemble the fingers as we go. Go ahead and put the fingertips together. They're just pushed together. Okay, we've got those. We'll go ahead and take the spring and a screw. We'll assemble the first knuckle here. Go like that. Push it in there. Make sure it's lining up, which it's not. It's actually tilting a little bit like the first one did. There we go. Tighten it down. A little bit too tight again. Okay, there's that one. Do the same thing with the fingertip. Put it in there backwards. First one I almost put it together backwards with the top of the fingertip towards the palm. So put this screw in here. Whoops. Dropped it back out. See if we can get this to go in here correctly. No, that's not going. It's deforming the spring. The spring was actually starting to spread over top of the screw head. That's not right. Just to make sure that we don't have problem with that. Okay, I'm going to just set that screw and that spring aside since we have spares. Plug that in there. Let's try this again. Come on. I always picture if I take the screwdriver off, the spring and the screw shooting across the room. Okay. Like it just about did right there. Come on, go in there where you're supposed to. This one is not wanting to go together right. That one's springing out again. Let's try this one last time, then I'm going to do the other one. Matter of fact, just for giggles, I'm going to switch fingertips. Just because. Come on. Actually, that did it. So there's number 4. We'll do the same thing with this one. Go ahead and grab this one, should be fine. Now that one's not going to be good because that spring is already, that spring's in bad shape. Kind of weird actually that it seems like let me double check it in a second here. Seems like the screw hole is on the opposite side on this one. And it is. That's really weird. So let's see if we can get this one to go together the way it's supposed to. Okay, that's it there. Put that on there like that. I mean, as long as we have all the fingers and thumbs, we'll be fine. It says part 74, so I might have to look in the my box that I store it. Might have not done 74. I don't seem to remember working on just a finger. The fingers backwards. There we go. This is actually taking a little bit longer than I expected. I expected this to be about a 10-minute video and we're up to 20. Okay, get in there. A little bit too far, maybe. Okay. So that is, like I said, that's odd because this finger has screw holes on the opposite side. So let me pause the camera real quick while I figure out where the rest of the parts for the hand are. I'll be right back. Okay, I did indeed have the rest of the, have a thumb and a palm. So let's see. I'm just looking which part do they want me to put. Looks like they want me to put them on here. Put them on here like this. Finger 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to be 4 and 5, but I got 4 and 4. They should work. But I'm going to put this one here because I don't want, where everything else, the fingers, the screws are pointing to the inside, I don't want to have that oddity there. So we'll take this part here, we'll put it over top. We'll drop all the fingers. Let's try this again. Let's see if we can get them to go in there. Once I got it in there, it didn't want to come back out. Get all the fingers back into place. Push this down on here and hopefully grab them all right off the bat this time. Nope, missing. Maybe if we do it this way. No, that's not going to do it. I don't think, of course, that would be the problem there. Maybe if I put the fingers in the correct way. Because I had them all facing away from the palm. And there went the index finger. There we go. Got them all in place. And of course I don't have the screws open. So this is where I do things one-handed that I should be doing with two hands. We'll go ahead and grab one of these with a slightly larger screwdriver. Dip it into the oil here. Put it through the back of the wrist, or back of the hand. Do the same with this one. That's not working. Come on, pop back in there. Get back on there. It's not threading. Come on. It's going in the right hole, it's just not threading. Hang on. Why is that not going in? Okay, let me pause, let me sort this out, and I'll be right back. Okay. Had to do some messing with it, but I got the screw started, and I actually ended up putting one screw in, the one that wasn't going in, and now it's fell out. What the heck? Okay, so I'm going to repause, get this screw in, and I'll be back. Okay, figured out what I was doing wrong. I have BBM screws and RP screws sitting here. I'm trying to put a RP screw in there, and it's not working because it's too small. So now, fingers are all in there. I do have to say the fingers are a little bit floppy. I think the other ones were as well. But now we'll put this in here. Oops. Put this on here like this. Hand guard. And then we take the hand and we push it on here. Maybe. I think actually what I had to do before, because this presses down on it. Let me loosen these a little bit. We'll push this back in place because I pushed the ball part away a little bit. There we go. Got it pushed in there. Tighten this back down. Actually, what I'm thinking is happening as I watch the fingers moved a little bit as I was tightening this screw. So what I think is actually happening is the tension on the ball, and it tightened the fingers up. So this is the left arm. We'll turn it to where it is the left arm or left hand. We'll put the guard back on. And that is all there is to do in this stage. And it actually does say to slightly loosen the joint. So that's all there is to do in stage 75 and 76, with parts from stage 74 as well. Getting there with his hand. I do wonder, is there going to be, like there was in the movie, a spike in either of the elbows or in either of the wrists? But that's for another stage. So that's all there is for this stage. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're or these stages actually. Hope you're enjoying the build. It's a pretty good build. Minor issues here and there, but nothing that's insurmountable. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new content. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm really interested. With that, I'm going to say, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I'll see you in the next video or stream.